Hey, good morning, G-Force Monday. Tom Ginn, Gratitude Works. I'm so grateful for this moment. It's the most valuable thing that we have next to our health. In today's lesson, I'll be talking about probably one of the most important things to understand about your subconscious. It controls your well-being and your health. And I'm going to share how powerful that is. So I encourage you that if nothing else, if you could better understand the power of your subconscious, it controls the quality of your health, well-being, at a physical, emotional place. So we'll be covering that as today's lesson. And what I'd like to do is just make sure that, we're just understanding the power of the subconscious and share this out. There's somebody we know, or maybe yourself, that needs to hear this message. And it's just by changing perspective can change everything in your life. And I'm talking your physical life, your emotional life, your well-being life, because the power of the subconscious is absolutely incredible. Before I get into that, I want to make sure that we just understand this principle. But I've got an announcement. I don't want to forget this. Want to get it out here tonight. Mark Gassert and myself, Elevate Your Profit. So turn on your notifications for tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Elevate Your Profits. We got a phenomenal guest coming on. With my background in financial services for nearly 20 years in insurance, securities, and financial planning, it's so important to understand this. I've written a book which will be coming out called How Debt Robs Your Wealth Building Strategies. And debt is absolutely one of the most financial devastating elements we need to understand. So tonight, I'm bringing in a guest, Mark Gassert and I, Bob Hayek, Financial Independence, LLC. He's going to share a concept that the rich and the famous use in the know, and how to get out of debt in 9 years or less. Personal banking powers is the basic concept. So Bob Hayek's coming in. He's going to talk about that principle. If you can solve this principle, number one, it's going to help your well-being as well. The number one cause of stress is finances, money, and money issues. And stress is the number one cause of chronic illness. So if you can eliminate that out of your life, it's just going to improve your overall well-being. And with today's lesson, I think it's very appropriate that we cover that as well. So Bob Hayek tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, Elevate Your Profits. So I just want to get that out. But we are ready to go. That gratitude works. I think it's appropriate. It's kind of interesting how the universe delivers people and their stories that are relevant to what we're talking about. I don't believe there's things by accident. The last two interviews I did on G-Force here, two marvelous, beautiful women, and beautiful mindset, great stories. And each one of them has overcome health challenges, very significant health challenges. And And when you see their personality and how they talk, their framework, you can see why the power of the subconscious is really impacted their health in a positive way, getting through that challenge, health challenges. And they were diagnosed with the gloom and doom, but they refused. And it's their internal drive that got them through that. We have all seen miracles, whatever we want to call a miracle in the area of health. Our Western medicine, they do marvelous things, but sometimes outside what they know and how to do it, we have infinite amount of potential to heal ourselves at the subconscious level. And when we look at miracles, somebody's gone through a physical ailment or an illness that's been diagnosed with a poor outcome, and suddenly they're free of the condition, the cancer, or whatever it may be. And that's a miracle. But science knows this, is that your thinking has a lot to do with the outcomes. And we're not talking the conscious, the knowledge-based, what to do, exercise, eat, change diets. All those things are important, but what really dictates the outcome and creates the miracle and well-being is controlled at the subconscious level. So your subconscious level is the regulatory mechanism that controls everything. It controls everything, all the way down to the cellular level. And science has done this. They've done research as when people have been diagnosed, have illnesses, they look at those cells and they can see the damage and the of those cells, non-healthy cells. And by just reframing thinking in a process, they watch the cells become healthier. And that's the power of the mind. So I want to just cover that important. I think this is probably one of the most important reasons why to start understanding the power of your subconscious mind. If nothing else, the most valuable asset you have is your life. Time. We only have this moment. But when it comes to our health, if we don't take precious recognition of time, it's so important. That's a very powerful thing. Greta, I'm grateful for this moment. It controls everything. And then the other thing is understanding the power of our subconscious mind. It heals. Physically can heal you. And that's where the miracles occur. See, there's a treasure house within you, a treasure house within you. So we have all heard those stories. Maybe you've experienced yourself. My last two guests have gone through and they're made that transition and they're healthier. And it just blows my mind. So, I just want to thank Patricia Watson for sharing the week before last, and Theodora Moga last Friday, her story, the story about her health. And it's really that internal fortitude, the subconscious, when you analyze it. So I encourage anybody out there, share this out. It can make the difference of life and death. Seriously, just by changing perspective. In understanding, if nothing else, study how to improve your subconscious thinking, if nothing else, for your health. And so we'll be working out of this book, and it's, like I said in the beginning, it's amazing how things happen and the timing is just perfect. This wasn't planned out or anything like that, but the universe does deliver in its own way, in its own time, what we need to know. So hopefully you're here this morning, need to know. See, when we see a miracle, the healing process that it just baffles all science, all doctors, all reasoning, and somebody's healed, that has to be evidence. It has to be evidence. You have to look at from that. And what science knows, the subconscious is controlling that. In this book, he did a story of himself about skin cancer. And a clergy person, was working with him, and it wasn't a very good situation. His clergy person referenced scripture, which deals with our subconscious. Interesting. I think all the answers we need are out there. But in what he was telling him, and the minister and the pastor was talking about, is having a clear vision of the positive outcome that you're seeing. So you've been diagnosed, you get that heart-wrenching, disappointing, scary prognosis. But how do you change that? You start with the vision, and that's one of the things I teach, is getting a clear mental picture of the outcome you seek, and a very positive thing. You do the same thing with your health. And that starts the process. That starts the process of imprinting your subconscious. The more positive information that you suppress it into your subconscious, your subconscious mind, which controls everything, including your body functions, everything, things will start changing. It's replicating new cells. So if you can change your thinking, change the chemistry to creates that new neurochemistry and a healthy process. I won't get into all the science, it's beyond my scope of really understanding. I'm a concept person. It really starts affecting the cells, and the body has a chance to heal itself. The body is a magnificent thing. The mind is controlling the body, and it is the power of healing. And the pastor said, and this is where repetition of a new idea at an emotional level is so important, that he said, pray, have an affirmation, whatever you want to do it. And he said this: my body and all its organs were created by infinite intelligence in my subconscious mind. You have to believe that. You have to have faith in that. That is a positive. Having gratitude. That's a gratitude principle there. Being grateful that we have infinite intelligence in our subconscious. Be grateful. That's a positive place. So feed your mind on the outcome you say in a positive way. Don't focus on the disease. Don't focus on the prognosis. Focus on the outcome and suppress it. And everybody does it differently. But if some people do it subconsciously, or what I call unconscious competence, they're doing that naturally. But when the person is learning this is where it's so important, maybe to get a coach, get a mentor, somebody that can reframe your thinking, get you to look at things with gratitude, get things to look, understanding what's going on. That's what I coach on, thinking into results and how the results that we get. Tell your mind that your body is perfect. It's not defective. It's perfect. It's perfect. When we start having it, it obliterates the negatives. Gratitude obliterates, how do you say that? Obliterates the negative. Like I say, gratitude negates negativity. Well, the stronger you understand your subconscious and feed it the right thing, you can destroy all those things that are keeping you not healthy, your well-being. Change your mind, change your life. You've heard that. Affirmations. Affirmations are so important. This is the basis of healing. Now, when I talk about healing today, we're talking about maybe on the physical side more specifically, but the healing psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, is understanding a principle of positive reinforcement, and that watch everything around you change in your life. So thanks for jumping on here this morning. Turn on your notifications, share this out. But I'm going to be closing here. The basis of healing. The marvelous are thy works. And that my soul, in parentheses here, subconscious, knoweth right well. That's in Psalms 139:14. You know, no matter what we say, what your beliefs are, but there's tremendous wisdom that comes from the ages about the Word of God and the positiveness and all those things. And we see those miracles happen. It's not by accident. Everything operates by law. Your thinking operates by law. By law, if you give it negative, your body's going to respond in a negative way. You give it a positive, by law, it will start doing what it needs to do. Your mind is a marvelous healing instrument. Understand that. Take control of that. If you want to know more about how I help people in a systematic process to rethink, reach out to me. I'd be glad to have a conversation with you with regards to that. Here is my contact information, my email, Tom at 180 Degree Financial Coaching, and then my calendar link there for scheduling a time if you'd like to have some conversation. So feel free to reach out to me. And finally, closing out here, the announcement tonight, Bob Hayak, getting out of debt. This is the number one reason for stress in our culture. Stress is the number one reason for chronic illness. So this is another process that you use when you can reduce stress. You can improve your physical well-being, not only your finances, but your physical well-being. So I just encourage you tonight, turn on your notifications, 6 p.m. Eastern, Elevate Your Profits, Mark Gassert and I. We're going to see you tonight. Have a great day. It's through gratitude that will change everything for you and those around you. We'll see you on Wednesday, G-Force Wednesday. Hey, Ron, thanks much. I'm going to be signing out. Appreciate you jumping on it real quick. God bless you. Have a great day.